start. Okay, let's come back, continue this book. We come to the 50 page. Intention don't matter, actions do. Take on accountability. Embrace accountability and take business risks under your own name. Okay. Society will reward you with responsibility, equity, leverage. To get rich, you need to leverage. Leverage comes in labor. Okay. Labor comes in the capital, or it can come through court or media. But most of these, like labor or capital, people have to give to you. For labor, somebody has to follow you. For capital, somebody has to give you money, assets to manage, or machines. So to get these things, you have to build credibility, and you have to do it under your own name as much as possible, which is risky. Okay, let me check this one. Credibility. Prefer quality of being just and believe in this level trustworthy. Or okay, good one. So to get these things, you have to build credibility, and you have to do it under your name as much as possible, which is risky. So accountability is double-edged thing. It allows you to take credit when things goes well and bear the burden of the failure when things go badly. Clear accountability is important. Without accountability, you don't have incentives. Without accountability, you can't build credibility, but you take risks. You risk failure, you risk humiliation. Let me check.
Humiliation.
Okay. Luckily, in the modern society, there's no more debtors, prison, and people aren't in prison insecure for losing other people money. But we still socially hardwired to not fail in public under your own names. The people who have ability to fail in the public under their own names actually gain a lot of power. How to give a personal anecdote up until about 2013, 2014, my public persona was entirely around startups and investing. Only around 2014 2015 that I start talking about philosophy and psychological things, broaden things. It made me a little nervous because I was doing under my own name. There were definitely people in the industry who sent me messages through the bike channel like, "What are you doing? You ending your career. This is stupid." I kind of just went with it. I took a risk. Same with crypto. Early on, I took a risk. But when you put your name out there, you take a risk with certain things. You also get the rewards. You get the benefit. In the old days, the captain was it's better to go down with the ship. If the ship was sinking, then literally the last person to get off was the captain. Accountability does come with a real risk, but we are talking about a business context. The risk here will be you or probably the last one you get your capital back out. You'll be the last one to get paid for your time. The time you put in, the capital you put into the company, these are at risk. Realize that in modern society, the downside risk is not that large. Even personal bankruptcy can wipe the debts clean in the good ecosystems. I'm most familiar with Silicon Valley, but generally people will forgive values as long as you were honest and make a high integrity fraud. They're not really that much to fear in terms of value, and so people should take a lot more accountability than they do knowledge. Application: build or buy equity in a business. If you don't own a piece of business, you don't have a path toward financial freedom. Why is owning equity in the business important in becoming rich? Is ownership versus wage work. If you are paid for renting out your time, even lawyers and doctors, you can make some money, but you are not going to make the money that gives you financial freedom. You're not going to have the passive income where a business is earning for you while you are on vacation. That is probably one of the most important points. People seem to think you can create wealth, make money through work, but probably not going to work. There are many reasons for that. Without ownership, your inputs are very closely tied to your outputs. In almost any salaried job, even one paying a lot per hour, like a lawyer or a doctor, you are still putting in hours, and every hour you get paid. Without ownership, when you're sleeping, you're not earning. When you retire, you're not earning. When you're vacation, you're not earning, and you can't earn non-linearly. If you look at inventors who get rich, like really rich, it's because they open a business. They open a private practice. The private practice builds a brand, and the brand attracts people, or they build some kind of medical device, a procedure, or process with an intellectual property. Essentially, you're working for somebody else, and that person is taking on the risks and has the accountability and intellectual property and the brand. They are not going to pay you enough. They are going to pay you a bare minimum they have to get you to do their job. That can be a high bare minimum, but it's still not going to be true wealth, where you are retired but still earning. Owning equity in a company basically means you own upside. When you own debt, you own guarantee revenue streams, and you own the downside. You want to own equity. If you don't own equity in business, your odds of making money are very slim. You have to work up the point where you can own equity in a business. You could own equity as a small shareholder where you bought stock. You could also own it as an owner where you started a company. Ownership is really important. Everybody who really makes money at some point owns a piece of a product, a business, or some IP. That can be through stock options if you work at a tech company. That's a fine way to start, but usually the real wealth is created by starting your own companies, or even by investing in an investment firm. They buy equity. These are the routes to wealth. It doesn't come through the hour. Leverage. Five position of leverage. We live in an age of infinite leverage, and the economic rewards for genius, electoral curiosity have never been higher. Following your genius, electoral curiosity is a better foundation for career following whatever is making money right now. Knowledge only you know, or only small set of people knows, is going to come out of your patience and your hobbies. Oddly enough, if you have hobbies around your intellectual curiosity, you're more likely to develop the patience. If it entertains you now, but will bore you someday, it's a distraction. Keep looking. Okay. I only really want to do things for their own sake. That is one definition of it. Whether it's business, exercise, romance, friendship, whatever. I think the meaning of life is to do things for their own sake. Ironically, when you do things for their own sake, you create your best work. Even if you're just trying to make money, you will actually to be the most successful. The year I generate the most wealth for myself was actually the year I worked the least hard and cared the least for the future. I was mostly doing the thing for the sheer fun of it. I would basically tell people I'm really tired, I'm not working. Then I had a time for whatever was my highest value project in front of me by doing things for their own sake. I did them at their best. The less you want to do something, the less you're thinking about it, the less you are obsessing over it, the more you're going to do the natural way, the more you're going to do for yourself. You're going to do in either way you're good at it, and you're going to stick with it. The people around you will see you, the quality of your work is higher. Follow your intellectual curiosity more than whatever is hot right now. Your curiosity ever lead you go to a place where society intellectual wants to go? You get paid extremely well. You're more likely to have skills society does not yet know how to train other people to do. If someone can train others how to do something, they can replace you. If you can replace you, and they don't have to pay you a lot, you want know how to do something other people don't know how to do at the time period when those skills are in demand. They can train you to do it, and eventually they can train a computer to do it. You get rewarded by society for giving it what it wants and doesn't know how to get elsewhere. A lot of people think you can go to school, study for how to make money, but the reality is there's no skill core business. Think about what product or service society wants but does not yet know how to get it. You want to be you want to become the person who delivers it and delivers it at scale. So that is really challenge of how to make money. Now the problem is coming good at whatever it is. It moves around from generation to generation, but a lot of it happens to be in technology. You're waiting for your moment when something emerges in the world. They need a skill set, and you are uniquely qualified. You build your friend in meanwhile on Twitter, on YouTube, and by giving away free work, you make a name for yourself, and you take some risks in the process. When it is a time to move, okay, on the opportunity, you can do something leverage, maximum leverage possible. There are three broad classes of leverage. One form of leverage is labor, other humans working for you. It is the oldest form of leverage, and actually not the correct one in the modern world. I would argue that it is the worst form of leverage that you could possibly use. Manage people, other people, is incredibly messy. It requires tremendously leadership skills. You're one shot off from a mutiny. Mutiny, let me check. I don't know this word. Mutiny or getting as done torn apart by the mob. attacked by violence. Wow. Archery is not a correct one, moreover, okay? Money is a good form of leverage. It means every time you make a decision, you multiply it with money. Capital is a trickier form of leverage to use. It's more modern. It's the one that people have used to get fabulously wealthy in the last century. It's probably been the dominant form of leverage in the last century. You can see by looking the richest people, the banker, politicians in the corrupt country who print money, especially people who have a large amount of money around. If you look at the top very large companies outside technology companies, in many large old companies, the CEO job is really financial job. It's scaled very well. If you get good at managing capital, you can manage more and more capital much more easily than you can manage more and more people. The final form of leverage is brand new. The most democratic form, it is products with no marginal cost or replication. It includes books, media, movies, and code. Code is probably the most powerful form of permissionless leverage. All you need is a computer. You don't need any one permission. Forget race versus poor, white collar versus blue. It's now leverage versus unleveraged. It's more interesting, and the most important form of leverage is the idea of products that have no marginal cost or replication. This new form of leverage is only invented in the last few hundred years. It started with the printing press. It accelerate with broadcast media, and now it's really blow up with the internet and with the coding. Now you can multiply your efforts without involving other human, without needing money from other human. This book is a form of leverage. Long ago, I would have to sit in a lecture hall and lecture it of you personally. I would have reached a few hundred people, and that would have been that. This new is from leverage, where the new fortune are made, or the new billionaire. For the last generation, fortunes were made by capital. The people who make fortunes were the Warren Buffett of the world. But the new generation's fortunes are all made through code or media. Joe Rogan making 50 million to 100 million in a year from his broker. You're going to have people PewDiePie. I don't know how much money he's rolling in, but he's bigger than the news. And of course, their brokers, Mark Zuckerberg, W page. Okay, last page here, and then I will finish reading for today. It's going to bring Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Their wealth is all code-based leverage. Probably the more interesting things to keep in mind about the new form leverage is they are permissionless. They don't require somebody else's permission for you to use them or success. For labor leverage, somebody has to decide to follow you. For capital leverage, somebody has to give you money to invest, to turn into product. Coding, writing books, recording podcasts, tweeting, YouTubing, these things are permissionless. You don't need everyone permission to do that, and that's why they are very early. Check this word.
Egalitarian.
Equal.
Egalitarian. Egalitarian.
Egalitarian. They are great equalizers of leverage. Everyone is equal, right? Every great software developer, for example, now has arms or robots working for him at night time while he or she sleeps after they return the code. It's wrecking away. You're never going to get rich renting of your time. Whenever you can in life, optimize for independence rather than pay. You have independence and you're accountable on your output and oppose in your input. That the dream. Humans involved in societies where there are no leverage. If I were chopping wood or carrying water for you, you knew 8 hours put in wood equal to about 8 hours of output. Now we invented leverage through the capital, cooperation, technology, productivity. These means we live in an age of leverage. As a worker, you want to be as leveraged as possible. Okay, thank you very much for video today, and I would love to finish the quick